75% keyboards might be the sweet spot for most people. They are smaller and lighter than a full-size board, but less restrictive than a 60 or 65% layout. Sure, you lose the number pad and a few nav keys, but you do get a cleaner desk and more room for your mouse. I'm Ethan from The Honest Gadget, and after going over 27 popular 75% keyboards, comparing specs, owner, and expert feedback, as well as real-world performance, I found the 11 best that you can get right now. Of course, not every keyboard is designed for the same purpose, so I've divided my recommendations into 3 main categories. First, I'll cover the best all-rounders for both gaming and typing, then I'll move on to the best gaming-focused keyboards, before finishing with my top productivity and typing picks. So feel free to skip ahead to which section applies to you. As always, you can check the description below for the latest prices and links to every keyboard featured. Let's get started. Let's begin with the all-rounders. These are the keyboards for people who want one board for work, gaming, and general everyday use. These keyboards do not need to be the absolute best for gaming or typing, but they do need to be good enough to be considered as a daily driver. That means reliable connectivity, good typing quality, respectable gaming performance, decent software for customization, and a design that is flexible enough to be in a gaming setup as well as in an office. My top overall all-rounder is the Lemokey P1HE. Lemokey is Keychron's gaming sub-brand, and the P1HE blends Hall effect gaming features with the build quality and understated design you'd want for office work. It's got a heavy CNC machined aluminum case, a gasket-mounted structure, and several layers of acoustic foam. Combined with the pre-lubed Gateron double-rail magnetic switches, it feels smooth and stable with very little stem wobble and a deep, refined sound. Because the switches are magnetic, you can adjust actuation points, enable rapid trigger and access features like dynamic keystrokes through the browser-based Lemokey launcher, plus tri-mode connectivity and multi-device pairing for easy switching at the office. I'd say the main drawback is the fixed 5.5 degree typing angle and no adjustable feet, so a wrist rest might help. Overall though, if you want a keyboard that performs strongly for gaming without sacrificing everyday typing and office usability, the Lemokey P1HE is my top all-round choice. If you want a mechanical keyboard that is thin, sleek, and portable, then the NuPhy Air 75 V3 is my best pick. With a front height of just 13.2 millimeters and weighing 1.6 pounds, this is exceptionally slim and light for a mechanical keyboard. It's easy to toss in a backpack and use comfortably without a wrist rest that taller boards often need. Despite the thin design, it still feels premium with a sturdy CNC aluminum top frame, gasket mounting, and internal sound dampening that cuts the sharp, hollow sound portable keyboards often have. NuPhy has also managed to keep a satisfying amount of key travel. The Gateron low-profile nano switches give 3.5 millimeters of travel, which is close to many full-height switches, so typing feels quick and responsive without the harsh bottom out of laptop-style boards. You also get a modular rotary control, hot swappable switches, tri-mode connectivity, and a large 4,000 mAh battery. Mac support is excellent as well, and the keyboard can sit over some MacBook keyboards without pressing the keys underneath. Customization is handled through NuPhy's browser-based software that lets you remap the keys and rotary control, create macros, and customize the RGB lighting without installing dedicated desktop software. Considering the reasonable price, the Air 75 V3 isn't just a great portable option, it is also one of the absolute best low-profile mechanical keyboards you can buy today for both gaming and work. If you're looking for a 75% keyboard on a budget, the AULA F75 Pro is my top pick. This sells for well under $100, yet it feels far more premium than its price suggests. Despite being entirely plastic, it's surprisingly heavy and solid with very little chassis flex or creaking. The gasket-mounted structure and 5 layers of dampening produce a smooth, deep sound straight out of the box. You can choose from several switches to customize the typing feel and sound, while the hot swappable PCB gives you even more options later. The F75 Pro also uses south-facing LEDs, which allows you to use any custom cherry profile keycaps without running into physical switch interference. You also get side-printed PBT keycaps with several gradient and non-gradient colorways available. The clean top surface gives the keyboard a distinctive look, while the south-facing lighting works particularly well with the side-mounted legends. Connectivity includes wired USB-C, Bluetooth 5.0, and 2.4 GHz wireless, making it easy to move between gaming on a desktop and working on a laptop or tablet. Of course, at this price, there are a couple of trade-offs. There is no QMK or VIA support, so you are limited to AULA's more basic proprietary software. The heavy internal dampening can also make different switches sound more similar, so you might be disappointed if you prefer a crisper and brighter sound profile. But for students, office users, or gamers who want a solid, premium-sounding keyboard without spending much, the AULA F75 Pro is the keyboard I'd recommend. If you prefer a premium mechanical keyboard over a magnetic one, I'd recommend the Keychron Q1 Max. It has a CNC machined aluminum case, a double gasket mounting system, hot swappable switches, and several layers of acoustic dampening. Combined with the pre-lubed Gateron Jupiter switches and screw-in stabilizers, it delivers a smooth typing experience with a deep, controlled sound. The design is clean enough for an office, while the south-facing RGB still gives it some personality in a gaming setup. You also get connectivity across wired, wireless, and Bluetooth, and you can customize macros and inputs via the QMK and VIA software or the Keychron launcher. The biggest drawback, I would say, is its height. The typing angle is fixed, and some people may prefer using it with a wrist rest. Still, I'd say this is my best premium mechanical keyboard right now, and if you do buy it, I don't think you'll need any other keyboard for a long time. If the Q1 Max is too expensive, the Keychron V1 Max is the obvious alternative. It keeps gasket mounting, hot swap support, tri-mode connectivity, and QMK and VIA, but replaces the aluminum case with plastic. It doesn't feel nearly as premium, but it is arguably the better value option. Next, we have my top picks for gaming. For this category, I looked for low and consistent latency, reliable software, high polling rates, and magnetic features such as adjustable actuation and rapid trigger. Build and customization still matter too. A good gaming keyboard should feel solid, sound good, and ideally be easy to modify later. All in all, I found 3 75% keyboards that stand out for different types of gamers. The MonsGeek M1V5TMR is my top hybrid gaming keyboard. I say hybrid because this board allows you to mix and match magnetic and mechanical switches, which offer an unparalleled level of customization. The TMR system gives you precise adjustable actuation, lower power draw, and rapid trigger, just like a Hall effect keyboard, backed by a massive 8000 mAh battery, a 32K internal scan rate, and 8K polling for extremely low latency. It's also easy to modify. The CNC aluminum case uses a tool-free ball catch design, and the gasket-mounted build paired with Poron foam creates a deeply satisfying, marble-like acoustic profile right out of the box. There are some minor caveats though. The companion web software gets the job done but feels clunky, and the physical Windows to Mac toggle switch is hidden awkwardly underneath the caps lock. Additionally, swapping in mechanical switches requires piercing through the thick internal dampening foam layer before inserting the pins, but considering the price, these issues are incredibly minor trade-offs. For me, this keyboard perfectly bridges the gap between boutique custom mechanical keyboard craftsmanship and bleeding-edge esports performance, and I think it sets a new standard for premium hybrid layouts. The Womier SK75TMR is my best value gaming keyboard. This one is very similar to the MonsGeek keyboard I just mentioned, but costs a bit less. Like that keyboard, you get all the benefits of TMR, with adjustable actuation and rapid trigger, along with support for both magnetic and mechanical switches. You're also getting tri-mode connectivity, a durable aluminum case, a large 8000 mAh battery, and up to 8000 Hz polling, along with a solid, deep-sounding typing experience. Few keyboards combine this level of construction and gaming performance at the same price. The only real downsides is the lack of a physical volume knob, which might annoy some users, and the web-based software, which gets the job done, but might feel a bit basic for some people. However, if you are looking for pure performance, a premium all-metal weight, and a flawless acoustic signature without breaking the bank, the Womier SK75TMR is an absolute masterclass in value. When it comes to a 75% keyboard built entirely around gaming, The NuPhy Field 75 HEV2 is hard to beat. It looks more like industrial arcade equipment than a traditional office keyboard, with an angular case, 8 programmable macro buttons, and a gear-shaped volume wheel. Underneath is one of the most advanced magnetic Hall effect systems available. You get adjustable actuation, rapid trigger, SOCD handling, mod tap, and detailed per key customization through NuPhy's browser-based software. The numbers are impressive too. An upgraded processor delivers 8,000 Hz polling and a 32,000 Hz internal scan rate for a claimed 0.45 milliseconds input latency. Rapid trigger goes down to 0.005 millimeters, letting keys reset almost instantly for faster movements. NuPhy hasn't ignored typing quality either, with its shock-absorbing top mount, internal dampening, and pre-lube switches, giving it a silky, deep, creamy sound that's better than most performance-first gaming boards. There are some drawbacks. It looks out of place in an office, there's no wireless, and the ABS plastic case doesn't feel as premium as aluminum competitors. All in all though, if you want 175% keyboard built for gaming, this is it. And now we get to my last category, the best 75% keyboards for productivity and typing. Here I looked for comfort over long sessions, consistent switches, and useful software for shortcuts and macros. A productivity keyboard should also look appropriate in a professional workspace. You can usually tell a keyboard is built for the office when it's got Logitech in the name. The MX Mechanical Mini is their compact 75% mechanical board made for work and multi-device setups. You can choose linear, clicky, or tactile quiet switches. For an office, I'd go tactile quiet, since it gives useful feedback without being distracting. The low-profile design keeps the front edge close to the desk so you don't need a wrist rest, and you get adjustable feet if you want a steeper angle. The keycaps are wide and well-spaced to avoid mistyping, and I love the classic white backlit legends which keeps them visible in darker rooms. Connectivity is wireless only through Bluetooth or Logitech's Bolt receiver. And the standout feature is Easy Switch, which allows you to pair up to 3 devices and jump between them with dedicated buttons, all backed by the simple Polish Law G options plus software. The MX Mechanical Mini is not the most enthusiast-focused keyboard here, but for corporate offices, shared workspaces, and anyone already using an MX Master Mouse, it is one of the most practical choices. Next up is the LOFREE Flow 284, which is my top low-profile option specifically for typing. Unlike many slim keyboards that feel shallow or harsh, the Flow 2 is still gasket mounted, so it feels softer and more cushioned than most slim boards. You can choose from several low-profile switch options depending on whether you prefer smooth linear presses, stronger tactile feedback, or quieter typing for an office. The layout feels spacious and easy to navigate, while the white backlighting keeps the legends visible without looking overly flashy. Its aluminum body feels exceptionally solid and premium, while the low front height makes it comfortable to use without a wrist rest. You also get tri-mode connectivity and VIA support, which is useful for creating shortcuts, remapping keys, and building productivity-focused layers. The main drawback is the touch-sensitive side control. It looks sleek, but it is less precise than a physical volume knob and can be easy to trigger accidentally. Still, for writing, coding, emails, and general office work, the Flow 284 delivers one of the smoothest low-profile typing experiences available. If your workflow mainly involves typing, my top pick is absolutely the Evoworks Evo 75. This is a premium aluminum mechanical keyboard designed to deliver the feel and sound of a carefully tuned custom board without requiring you to build or modify anything yourself. The butterfly leaf spring mounting system combined with long silicone gaskets, solid stabilizers, and multiple dampening layers make each keystroke soft, controlled, and slightly bouncy. It's comfortable through long writing sessions and can be tuned further depending on your switch choice since it's fully hot swappable. For productivity, the Evo 75 supports tri-mode connectivity and full VIA support for remapping, creating macros, and building multiple layers for writing, coding, or creative software. The biggest drawback are its height and weight. The case is tall and weighs 4.4 pounds, which can be a bit uncomfortable for some people. It's also quite expensive, but for me, I think it's well worth it. If you value typing feel above everything else, the Evo 75 delivers one of the most refined experiences available straight out of the box. So those are my top 75% keyboard picks. Let me know if you agree or think another keyboard should have made this list. I hope this roundup helped you, and if it did, consider liking this video and subscribing to The Honest Gadget for more tech reviews and roundups. Thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.